Education Director here at TheatriKIDS Theater Company. We're so glad to have you here for an evening of Shakespeare. Just a couple of things before we get started. If you have an electronic device, please make sure that it is on, off, or vibrate. That will help us out. We have two exits, the door you came in and that door over there. In case of an emergency, that's the quickest way out, is to find your nearest exit and then you can make your way outside. If you are or know of someone in 1st through 7th grade, we have auditions for our next TheatriKIDS show, which is Pinocchio, and the auditions are Tuesday and Thursday of this week. So please let them know that. They can come here from 4 to 6 p.m. Tuesday or Thursday, and we'll give them stuff to read and songs to sing, and we're excited about that. I do want to thank our underwriter for this show, Flagstaff Shakespeare Festival, for underwriting this show and for all their help in mounting this production. I think that's about it. There will be one 10-minute intermission. And other than that, please enjoy Shakespeare's Othello.
Thank you. never tell me. I take it much unkindly that thou, Iago, who hast my purses that the strings were thine, shouldst know of this. Thou toldst me that thou didst hold him in thy hate.
Despise me if I do not. 3 great ones of the city, in personal suit to make me his lieutenant, up-captain him. And by the faith of man, I know my price. I am worth no worse a place. But he, as loving his own pride and purposes, evade them with a bombast circumstance, and in conclusion, nonsuits my mediators. For certain, says he, I have already chosen an officer. And what was he? One Michael Cassio, a Florentine that never set a squadron in the field, nor the division of a battle knows. And I, God bless the mark, Moorships, secretary.
By heavens, I'd rather be his hangman.
Why, there's no remedy. 'Tis the curse of service. Preferment goes by letter, affection. Now, sir, be judge yourself whether I in any just term am affined to love the Moor.
I would not follow him then.
Sir, content you. I follow him to serve my turn upon him. In following him, I follow but myself. Heaven is my judge, not I for love, duty, but seeming so for my peculiar end. But I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for jaws to peck at. I am not what I am.
What a full fortune does that thick lip sow if he can carry it thus?
Call up her mother, rouse her, make after her, poison her delight.
What ho, Barbentia! Signora Barbentia ho!
What ho, Barbentia! Thieves, thieves, thieves! Look to your house, your daughter, and your bags! Thieves, thieves!
What is the reason of this terrible summons?
Signora, is all your family within?
Are your doors locked?
Why, wherefore you ask this?
Zoons, you are robbed! Even now, very now, an old black ram is topping your white youth! Arise, I say, else the devil make a grand sorrow, you arise!
What, have you lost your wits?
Most reverend Signora, do you know my voice?
Not I, what are you?
My name is Rodrigo.
Thou art, sir, welcome. I have charged thee not to haunt about my doors. In honest plainness thou hast heard me say my daughter is not for thee.
Patience, good Signora.
What tellest thou me of robbing?
Most great Barbentia, in simple and a pure of soul I come to you.
Zoons, you are one of those that will not serve God if the devil bids you.
What profane wretch art thou?
I am one that comes to tell you that your daughter and the Moor are now making the peace with 2 facts.
Thou art a villain.
You are a senator.
Strike on the tinder. Ho, give me a taper. Call up all my people. Light, I say, light.
Farewell, for I must leave you. It seems not meet nor wholesome to my place to be produced, as if I stay I shall against the Moor. For I do know the state cannot with safety cast him, for he's embarked for such loud reason to the Cyprus wars as to lead their business. In which regard, I do hate him as I do hell pains, yet for necessity of present life I must draw the flag in sign of love, which is indeed but sign. That you shall surely find him lead to the Sagittary of the race search, and there will I be with him. So, farewell.
It is too true and evil. Gone she is. Where didst thou see her? A unhappy girl with the Moor, sayest thou? Who would be a mother? Oh, read on my kindred. Are they married, think you?
Truly, I think they are.
Oh, heaven, how she got out. Oh, sure isn't of the blood. Where may we apprehend her in the Moor?
I think I can discover him if you please to get good God and go along with me.
On, good Rodrigo, I'll deserve your pains.
But I pray you, sir, are you fast married? Be assured of this, the mother will divorce you.
Let her do her spite. My services which I have done the Signore shall out-tongue her complaints. 'Tis yet to know but that I love the gentle Desdemona. I would not my unhoused free condition put into circumscription and confine, for the sea's worth. But look, what light comes yond?
Those are the raised mother and her friends. You were about to go in.
Not I must be found.
I don't know.
My lieutenant, what is the news?
The Duke does greet you, General. Requires your haste post-haste appearance even on the instant.
What is the matter, think you?
Something from Cyprus, as I may divine. It is a business of some heat. You have been hotly called for.
'Tis well I am found by you. I will but spend a word here in the house and go with you.
Ancient, what makes he here?
He's married.
To who?
Married to... come, Captain, will you go?
Have with you.
Here comes another troop to seek for you.
General, it is Romantia. Be advised, she comes without intent.
It is the Moor.
O thou foul thief, where hast thou stowed my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her. Lay hold upon him. If he do resist, subdue him at
Hold your hands. Where will you that I go to answer this, your charge?
to prison, till fit time call thee to answer.
What if I do obey? How may the Duke be therewith satisfied? Whose messengers are here about my side upon some present business of the state, to bring me to him?
'Tis true, most worthy Signora. The Duke's in council, and your noble self, I am sure, is sent for.
How? The Duke in council? In this time of the night? Bring him away.
There is no composition in these news that gives them credit.
Indeed, they are disproportioned. My letters say 107 galleys.
940.
And mine 200. And yet do they all prefer a Turkish fleet and bearing up to Cyprus.
To search then for Cyprus. Marcus Lucius? Is he not in town?
He's now in Florence.
Where must him post-haste dispatch? Here comes Barbantia and the valiant Moor. O valiant Othello, must straightway employ you against the general enemy Ottoman. Oh, I did not see you. Welcome, gentle Signor. You left your counsel and your help tonight.
So did I yours. Good your grace, pardon me. Neither my place nor aught I heard of business hath raised me from my bed. For doth the general care take hold on me. For my particular grief is of such floodgate nor bearing nature, that it glutts and swallows all other sorrows, and is still itself.
What's the matter?
My daughter, oh my daughter!
Dead?
To me, she's abused, stolen from me, and corrupted.
Whoever he be that in this foul proceeding hath thus beguiled your daughter of herself, and you of her, the bloody book of law you shall yourself read in the bitter letter after unsensed. Yet, though a proper son, stood in your action.
Humbly I thank your grace. Here is the man, this Moor.
We are very sorry for it.
But what, in your own part, can you say to this?
Nothing, but this is so.
Most potent, grave, and reverend signors, that I have ta'en away this woman's daughter is most true. True, I have married her. The very head in front of my offending hath this extent, no more. Rude am I in my speech, and therefore little shall I grace my cause in speaking for myself. Yet, by your gracious patience, I will a round, unvarnished tale deliver of my whole course of love. What charms, what drugs, for such proceedings I am charged withal. I won her daughter.
A maiden never bold is a judgment maimed and most imperfect that could confess perfection so could err against the practices of cunning hell to find out why this should be. I therefore vouch again that with some mixture powerful o'er her blood he wrought upon her.
But Othello, speak. Did you, by indirect and forced courses, subdue and poison this young maid's affections?
Or came it by request, and such for a question as soul to soul
I
afforded?
do beseech you, send for the lady to the Sagittary and let her speak of me before her mother. You do find me foul in her report. The trust, the office I do hold of you, not only take away, but let your sentence even fall upon my life.
Fetch Desdemona hither.
Ancient, conduct them. You best know the place. And till she come, as truly as to heaven, So justly to your grave ears I'll present how I did thrive in this fair lady's love, and she in mine.
Say it, Othello.
Her mother loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life. I ran it through even from my boyish days to the very minute she bade me tell it, wherein I spake of most disastrous chances, and of the cannibals that each other eat, the anthropophagi and men whose heads do grow beneath their shoulders. But this to hear would Desdemona seriously incline, but still the house affairs would call her thence. She'd come again, and with a greedy ear devour up my discourse, which I observing took one suppliant hour, and found good means to draw from her a prayer of earnest heart that I would all my pilgrimage dilate, whereof by parcel she had something heard, but not intendedly. I did consent when I spoke of some distressful stroke my youth suffered. My story being done, she gave me for my pain a world of sighs, and bid me, if I had a friend that loved her, I should but teach him how to tell my story, and that should woo her. Upon this hint I spake. She loved me for the dangers I had passed, and I loved her that she did pity them. This is the only witchcraft I have used. Here comes the lady, let her witness it.
I think this tale has been mine, Doctor, too.
I pray you, hear her speak. Do you not perceive in this most noble company where you most owe obedience?
My noble mother, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are the mistress of duty, and I am hitherto your daughter. But here's my husband. And so much duty as you showed to my father, preferring him before your father. So much do I challenge that I may profess due to the Moor, my lord.
God be with you. I am glad at soul I have no other child, for thy escape would teach me tyranny.
Well, the Turk's most mighty preparation is making it for Cyprus. Othello, you must therefore be content to slubber the glosses of your new fortunes with this more stubborn and boisterous expedition.
The tyrant custom, most grave senators. A natural and prompt alacrity I find in hardness, and do undertake these present wars against the Ottomites. Most humbly, therefore, bending to your state, I crave fit disposition for my wife.
If you please, be it at the mother's.
I'll not have it so.
Nor I.
Nor I. I would not there reside to put my mother in impatient thought.
What would you, Desdemona?
I saw Othello's visage in his mind, and to his honor and his valiant parts did I my soul and fortunes consecrate. So that, dear lords, if I be left behind, a mock of peace, and he go to war, the rights for which I love him are bereft me, and I a heavy interim shall support by his dear absence. Let me go with him.
Let her have your voices. And heaven defend your good souls that you think I will your great and serious business scant, for she is with me.
Be it as you shall privately determine.
You must away. It's night.
With all my heart.
At 9 in the morning, here we'll meet again. Othello, you must remain an officer behind me. He shall have permission to bring it to you.
So please your grace, my ancient, man he is of honesty and trust. 'Tis his conveyance I assign my wife.
Let it be so. And, noble Signora, virtue no delighted beauty lack. Your son-in-law is far more fair than black.
Look to her, Moor, if thou hast eyes to see. She has deceived her mother, and maybe.
My life upon her faith. Honest Iago, my Desdemona must I leave with thee. And prithee, let thy wife attend on her, and bring them after in the best advantage. Come, Desdemona, I have but an hour of love, worldly matters and direction to spend with you. You must obey the time.
Iago, what shall I do, thinkest thou?
To go to bed and sleep.
Or I will incontinently drown myself.
If thou dost, I shall never love thee after. Why, thou a silly gentleman!
It is silliness to live which to live is torment. What should I do? I confess it is my shame to be so fond, but it is not in my virtue to amend it.
Virtue? A fig! 'Tis in ourselves if we are thus or thus. Our bodies are our garden, to which our wills are gardeners. Come, be a man, drown thyself, drown cats and blind puppies. I have confessed me thy friend, and I confess me missed thy deserving. It cannot be that Desdemona should long continue her love to the fore. Put but money in thy purse, nor he his to her. Put but money in thy purse. These Moors are changeable in their wills. Fill thy purse with money. She must change for youth when she is sated with his body. She will find the air of her joys. She must have change. She must. Therefore, put money in thy purse. Make all the money thou canst. Thou shalt enjoy her, therefore, make money. Pox of drowning thyself, I have told thee often, and I retell thee again and again. I hate the Moor. My cause is hearted, thine hath no less reason. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge against him. If thou canst withhold him, thou dost thyself a pleasure. In sport. There are many events in the womb of time which shall be delivered. Traverse, go, provide thy money. We will have more of this tomorrow.
Where shall we meet in the morning?
At my lodging. Go to, farewell. Do you not hear, Rodrigo?
I'll go sow my land.
Thus I do ever make my fool my purse. I hate the Moor. And it is thought abroad that twixt my sheets he hath done my office. Well, I know not if it be true, but for mere suspicion in that kind will do as if for surety. He holds me well. Better shall my purpose work upon him. Cassio. He's a proper man. Let me see now. To get his place and to plume up my will in double knavery. How? How? Let me see. After some time to abuse Othello's ear that he is too familiar with his wife, Moor is of a free and open nature that thinks men honest, that would seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are. I have it. It is gendered. Hell and night must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
What from the cape can you discern at sea?
Nothing at all. It is a high route flood. I cannot twixt the heaven and the main descry a sail.
Methinks the wind hath spoke aloud at land. That hath ruffian so upon the sea can hold the mortis. What shall we hear of this?
News, lads. Our wars are done. The desperate tempest has so banged the Turks that their designment halts. A noble ship of Venice has seen a grievous wreck and sufferance on most part of their fleet.
How? Is this true?
The ship is here put in. A Veronesa, Michael Cassio, lieutenant to the warlike Moor Othello, is come on shore. The Moor himself at sea, and is in full commission here for Cyprus.
I'm glad on't. 'Tis a worthy governor.
Thanks you, the valiant of this warlike isle, that so approve the move. All that the heavens give him defense against the elements.
It Is he well shipped?
His bark is stoutly timbered, his pilot a very expert and assured allowance. Therefore, my hopes, not served to death, stand in bold cure. I pray you, sir, go forth and give us truth who 'tis that is arrived.
But, good lieutenant, is your general arrived?
Most fortunately, he hath achieved a maid that Paragon's description and wild fame. How now, who's put in?
'Tis one Iago, ancient to the general.
Tempests themselves, high seas and howling winds, as having sense of beauty, do amid their mortal natures, letting go safely by the divine Desdemona.
What is she?
Oh, she that I spake of, our great captain's captain, left in the conduct of the bold Iago. Great Jove, Othello guard, and bring all Cyprus comfort. Oh, behold, the riches of the ship are come on shore. Hail to thee, lady, and the grace of heaven in wheeling ground.
I thank you, valiant Cassio. What tidings can you tell me of my lord?
He is not yet arrived, nor know I aught, but that he's well, and will shortly be here.
But I fear, how lost you company?
The great contention of the sea and sky did part our fellowship. Hark, see for the news. Good ancient, you are welcome. Welcome, mistress. Let it not gall your patience, good Iago, that I extend my manners. 'Tis my greeting that gives me this bold show of courtesy.
Sir, would she give you so much of her lips as of her tongue she oft bestows on me? You'll have enough.
Alas, she has no speech.
In faith, too much.
You have little cause to say
Come
so.
on, come on. You are pictures out of doors, saints in your injuries, devils being offended, players in your housewifery, and housewives in your beds.
Oh, fie upon thee, slanderer. You shall not write my praise.
No, let me not.
Well, what's the right of me? Thou shouldst praise me.
Gentle lady, do not put me to it, for I am nothing if not, critical.
Most lame and impotent conclusion. Do not learn from Amelia, though he be thy husband. How say you, Cassio?
He speaks well, madam, you relish him more in the soldier than in the scholar.
He takes her by the palm. Aye, well said. With as little a web as this, I will ensnare as great a fly as Cassio. I smile upon her dew. I trap thee in thine own courtship. You say, true, 'tis so indeed as such tricks as these strip you your lieutenantry. It had been better you had not kissed your 3 fingers so oft, which now again you are so apt to play the Surin. Very good. Well kissed, an excellent courtesy indeed. Yet again your fingers through your lips. Well, they were clysterized for your sake. The Moor.
'Tis truly so.
Let us meet him and receive him.
Lo, there he comes.
Oh, my fair warrior!
My dear Othello.
It gives me wonder great is my content to see you here before me. Oh, my soul's joy! If it were now to die, 'twere now to be most happy. For I fear my soul hath her content so absolute, that not another comfort like this succeeds an unknown fate.
The heavens forbid that our loves and comforts should increase, even as our days do grow.
Amen to that, sweet powers. I cannot speak enough of this content. It stops me here. It is too much of joy. And this, and this. The greatest discords be that e'er our hearts shall make.
Oh, you are well tuned now. But I'll set down the pegs that make this music as honest as I am.
Come, let us to the castle. News, friends. Our wars are done. The Turks are drowned. I pray thee, good Iago, go to the bay and disembark my coffers.
I'll meet you presently at the harbor. The lieutenant tonight watches on the quarter guard. First I must tell you this. Desdemona is directly in love with Cassio.
With him? What is not possible?
Mark me with what violence she first loved the Moor, with bragging and telling her fantastical lies. And who got him still talking? But not let his sweetheart think it. Her eye must be fed, and what delight shall she have to look upon the devil? Now, sir, this granted, who stands so eminent in the degree of this fortune as Cassio does? Besides, the knave is handsome.
I cannot believe that in her. She's full of most blessed condition.
Blessed, fig's end. She had been blessed. She would never have loved the Moor. What's pudding? Didst thou not see her paddle with the palm of his hand? Didst not mark that?
Yes, I did. But that was but courtesy.
Lechery by his hand. They met so near with their lips that their breaths embraced together. Villainous thoughts, Rodrigo. But, sir, be ruled by me. Watch you tonight, and do you find some occasion to anger Cassio?
Well?
Sir, he is rash, and sudden choler, and may haply strike at you. Provoke him, that he may. For even out of that I will cause these of Cyprus to mutiny.
I will do this, if I can bring it to any opportunity.
I warn thee. Meet me by and by at the citadel.
Do.
That Cassio loves her. I do well believe it. That she loves him. 'Tis apt and on great credit. More. Howbeit, I endure him not. The constant, loving, noble nature. Dare to think he'll prove to Desdemona a most dear husband. Now, I do love her too, not out of absolute lust, though, peradventure, I do stand accounted for as great a sin. But partly led to die as my revenge, or I do believe the lusty Moor hath leapt into my seat, the thought whereof doth like a poisonous mineral gnaw my innards, then can or shall content my soul till I am even with him. Wife or wife? I'll have our Michael Cassio on the hip, abuse him to the Moor in the rank garb, for I fear Cassio with my nightcap too. Make the Moor thank me, love me, reward me for making him egregiously an ass, and practicing upon his peace and quiet, even to madness. It is here, but yet confused. Knavery's plain face is never seen till used.
Welcome, Iago. We must to the watch.
Not at this hour, Lieutenant. 'Tis not 10 of the clock. Our general cast us thus early for the love of his Desdemona.
She's a most exquisite lady.
And, I'll warrant her, full of game.
Indeed, she's a most fresh and delicate creature.
What an eye she has!
An inviting eye, and yet methinks right modest.
When she speaks, it's not to lure on to love.
She is indeed perfection.
Well, happiness to their sheets. Come, Lieutenant, I have a stoop of wine.
Not tonight, good Iago. I have very poor and unhappy brains for drinking.
But 1 cup. I'll drink for you.
I have drunk but 1 cup tonight, and dare not task my weakness with any more.
What, man? 'Tis a night of revels, the gallant's desire.
And where are they?
At the door, I pray you. Call them in.
I'll do it, but it dislikes me.
If I can fasten but 1 cup upon him, with that which he hath drunk tonight already, will be so full of quarrel and offense as my young mistress' dog. Now, my sick fool Rodrigo, whom love hath turned almost the wrong side out, have I tonight flustered with flowing cups. Now, amongst this flock of drunkards, am I to put our Cassio in some action that may well, offend the Isle? But here they come.
For God, they have given me a ruse already.
Ah, some wine, ho! And let me the captain clink, clink, and let me the captain clink. A soldier's a man of life, but a spell by then let a soldier drink. Some wine, boys!
For God, an excellent song.
I learned it in England, where it be their most pumping drinking. Your Dane, your German, and your swag-bellied Hollander are nothing to your English.
To the health of our general.
Will you hear it again?
No, for I hold him unworthy of this place that does those things. Well, God's above all.
Amen!
There be some souls that must be saved.
Amen!
There be some souls that must not be saved. Do not think, gentlemen. I am drunk. Here is my agent. Here is my right hand. Here is my left. I am not drunk now. I can stand well enough. Speak well enough.
To the platform, masters. Come, let's set the watch.
See this fellow that has known before? Through the trust of someone looks at him. When some odd time of his infirmity will shake this island.
Is he often thus?
Evermore a prologue to his sleep.
Well, the general will put in mind of it. Perhaps he sees it not, or his good nature prizes the virtue that appears in Cassio, and looks not on his evils. Is not this true?
Rodrigo. After Lieutenant, go!
It were an honest action to say so to the Moor.
I for this fair island. I do love Cassio well, and would do much to cure him of this evil, but... Hark, what noise!
You rogue! You rascal!
What is the matter, Lieutenant?
A knave! Teach me my duty! I'll beat the knave into a twin-head funnel! Beat me! Dost thou praise? Rogue!
Hey, sir! I pray you, hold your hand.
Let me go, sir. I'll knock you all the method!
Come, come, you're drunk.
Drunk!
Away, I say, we're out of primacy! Montana, sir! Gentlemen, hold! Lieutenant, alas, Lieutenant, hold! Here's a goodly watch indeed! Who's that which rings the bell? Diablo! The town will rise! God's will, Lieutenant, hold! You will be shamed forever!
What is going on here? Zeus, I bleed still. I hurt to the death. Why, how now? Oh, from whence ariseth this? For Christian shame, put by this barbarous brawl. He that stirs next to carve for his own rage holds his soul light. He dies upon his motion. Silence that dreadful bell, it frights the isle from her propriety. What is the matter, masters? Honest Iago, thou look'st dead with grieving. Speak, who began it? On thy love I charge thee.
I do not know. Friends, all but now, even now, quarter and a term, like bride and groom, divesting them for bed. And then, what now? Swords out and tilting at one another's breasts in opposition bloody.
How comes it, Michael? Are you thus forgot?
I pray you, pardon me. I cannot speak.
By heaven! Give me to know how this foul rout began. Who set it on? What, in a town of war? 'Tis monstrous. Iago, who began it?
I had rather have his tongue cut from my mouth than say it should do offense to Michael Cassio. Yet, I persuade myself to speak the truth. Shall nothing wrong him. Thus it is, General Montano and myself being in speech, there comes some fellow crying out for help, and Cassio following him with determined sword to execute upon him. Sir, this fellow steps into Cassio and entreats him pause. I myself the crying fellow did pursue, lest by his clamor, as it so fell out, the town might fall in right. He, swift of foot, outran my purpose. But when I came back, for this was brief, I found that blow and thrust. You knew again they were when you yourself did part them.
I know. Thy honesty doth mince this matter, making it like to Cassio. Cassio, I love thee, but never more be officer of mine. Look if my gentle love be not raised up. I'll make thee an example.
What's the matter?
All's well now, sweeting, come away to bed. Sir, for your hurts, myself will be your surgeon. Lead him off. Iago, look with care about the town and silence those whom this vile brawl distracted. Come, Desdemona. 'Tis the soldier's life to have their balmy slumbers wake with strife.
What? Are you hurt, Lieutenant?
Aye. Past all surgery.
Mary, heaven forbid!
Oh, reputation. Reputation, reputation. Oh, Iago. I have lost my reputation.
As I'm an honest man, I thought you had received some bodily wound. There's more sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idle, most false imposition, oft got without merit, and lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all. What, man? There are ways to recover the general again. Sue to him again, and he's yours.
I would rather sue to be despised than to deceive so good a commander, so slight, so drunken, and so indiscreet an officer.
What was he that you followed with your sword? What had he done to you?
I know not.
Is it possible?
I remember a mass of things, but nothing distinctly. A quarrel, but nothing wherefore. God, that men should put an enemy in their mouths to steal away their brains.
Why, you are now well enough recovered. How come you thus recovered?
As pleased the devil drunkenness to give place to the devil wrath.
You or any man living may be drunk at a time, man. I'll tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. Confess yourself freely to her, importune her help. She is of so free, so kind, so blessed, so apt a disposition, she holds a device in her goodness not to do more than she is requested. This broken joint between you and her husband, entreat her to splinter.
You advise me well.
Oh, I protest in the sincerity of honest love and kindness.
I think it freely, and the time is in the morning. I will beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. Good night, honest Iago.
And what's he then that says I play the villain? And this advice I give is free and honest, probable to thinking, and indeed the course to win the Moor again. For 'tis most easy the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit. And for her to win the Moor, were it to renounce his baptism, his soul is so embittered to her love that she may make, unmake, do what she lists with his weak function. How am I then a villain? To counsel Cassio to this parallel course, directly to his good. Divinity of hell, when devils will the blackest sins put on, they do at first suggest with heavenly shows, as I do now. While this honest fool lies Desdemona, and she for him pleads strongly to the Moor. I'll pour this pestilence in his ear. She repeals him for her body's lust, and by how much she strives to do him good, she shall undo her credit with the Moor. Thus will I turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. How now, Rodrigo?
My money is almost spent. I have been tonight exceedingly well cudgeled. shall with no money at all the little more wit returning into Venice.
How poor are they that have not patience! Does it not go well? Cassio hath beaten thee, and thou by that small hurt hast cashiered Cassio. Content thyself a while. By the mass 'tis morning. Away, I say, thou shalt no more hereafter.
But
Nay, get thee gone.
Be you well assured, good Cassio, I will do all my abilities in thy behalf. Good madam, do. I warrant it grieves my husband, as if the case were his. That's an honest fellow. You have known him long, and he shall in strangeness stand no further off than in a polite distance.
Aye, but, lady, that policy may either last so long, or breed itself so out of circumstance that, I being gone and my place supplied, my general will forget my love and service.
My lord shall never rest. I'll intermingle everything he does with Cassius. Perform thee marry, Cassio, for thy solicitor should rather die than give thy cause away. Madam, here comes my lord.
Madam, I'll take my leave.
Right, stay, hear me speak.
Madam, not now. I am very ill at ease.
Do your discretion.
I like that not.
What dost thou say?
Nothing, my lord. Or, I don't know. What?
Was that not Cassio who parted my wife?
Cassio, my lord? No, sure, I cannot think it. If he would steal away so guilty-like, seeing you coming.
I do believe 'twas he.
How now, my good lord? I have been talking with a suitor here, a man who languishes in your displeasure.
Who is you mean?
Why, your lieutenant, Cassio. Good love, if I have any grace or power to move you, it is present reconciliation to. I prithee, call him back.
Went he hence now?
I, sooth, so humbled that he hath left part of his grief with me to suffer with him. Prithee, let him be received again.
Not now, sweet Desdemona, some other time.
It shall be shortly.
The sooner, sweet for you.
Shall it be tonight at supper?
No, not tonight.
Tomorrow dinner then?
I shall not dine at home. I meet the captains at the Citadel.
Why then, tomorrow night, or Tuesday morn or night, or Wednesday morn. Tell me, Othello, I wonder in my soul what you would ask of me that I should deny you, or stand so murmuring on. What Michael Cassio, come a-wooing with you so many a time.
I will deny thee nothing. Wherein I do beseech you, grant me this, to leave me but a little to myself.
Shall I deny you, my lord? No. So.
Excellent wench. Tradition catch my soul. But I do love thee. And when I love thee not, chaos has come again.
My noble lord,
What dost thou say?
did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know your love?
He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for satisfaction of my thought.
Why of thy thought?
I did not think he had been acquainted with her.
Oh, yes, and went between us very oft.
Indeed.
Indeed. Aye, indeed. Discernest thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord?
Honest? Aye, honest.
My lord, for aught I know.
What dost thou think?
Think, my lord.
Think, my lord. By heaven, he echoes me, as if there was some monster in his thought too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say even now thou likest not that when Cassio parted my wife. What didst not like? And when I told you he was in my counsel my whole course of wooing, thou criest indeed. Show me thy thought.
My lord, you know I love you.
I think thou dost. And for I know thou art full of love and honesty, therefore these scoffs of thine fright me the more.
For Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn that I think he is honest.
Nay, yet there's more in this.
Beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster that doth mock the meat it feeds on.
Why? Why is this? Thinkst thou I'd make a lie of jealousy? 'Tis not to make me jealous to say my wife is fair, feeds well, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays, and dances well. No, for she have eyes and choose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. And on the doubt, prove. And on the proof, no more but this. Away at once with love or jealousy.
I am glad of it, for now I shall have reason to show you the love and duty that I bear you with franker spirit. I speak not yet of proof, but look to your wife. Observe her well with Cassio. In Venice they do let heaven see the prince. They dare not show their husbands.
Dost thou say so?
She did deceive her mother, marrying you.
And so she did.
I go too then. She that so young could give out such a seeming to seal her mother's eyes up close as oak. She thought it was witchcraft. But I am much to blame. I humbly beseech you of your pardon for too much loving you.
I am bound to thee forever.
My lord, I see this have a little dashed your spirit.
Not a jot, not a
In
jot.
faith, I fear it has. I am afraid not to strain my speech to grosser issues, nor to larger reach than this
I
expression.
will not.
I see your mood.
No, not much moved. I do not think but Desdemona's honest.
Long live she so. Long live you to think so.
And yet how nature erring from itself.
Aye, here's the point, as people with you not to affect many proposed matches of her own line, complexion, and degree, whereto we see all things in nature tends, smell and such a will, most rank, foul disproportion, thoughts unnatural, but, pardon me.
Farewell, farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Set on thy wife to observe. Leave me, Iago.
My lord, I take my leave.
Why did I marry? This honest creature doubtless sees and knows more, much more than he unfolds.
My lord, I might entreat you to scan this thing no further. If it's a time, it would be fit that Cassio have his place. For sure, he fills it up with great ability. Yet, please to hold him off a while. Note, the ladies strain his entertainment. Much will be seen in that. In the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my
Fear
fears.
not my government.
I once more take my leave.
This fellow's of exceeding honesty, and knows all qualities with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her unfaithful, she's gone. I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. Desdemona comes. If she be false up and heaven mocks itself, I'll not believe it.
How now, my good lord? Your dinner and the generous island you you invited to attend your presence.
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon my forehead here.
Let me but find it out. Within this hour it will be well.
Let it alone. Come, I'll go with you.
I am very sorry you are not well. I am glad I have found this napkin. This was her first remembrance from the Moor. My wayward husband hath 100 times wooed me to steal it. I'll have the work replicated and give it to Iago. What he will do with it, heaven knows not I.
How do you know? What do you hear alone?
Do not you chide. I have a thing for you.
A thing for me. It's a common thing hot to have a foolish wife.
Is that all? What will you give me now for the same handkerchief? What?
Handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona. That which so often you did bid me steal.
Has stolen it from her.
No faith. She let it drop by negligence. Look, here it is.
Oh, a good wench. Give it to me.
What will you do with it that you've been so earnest to have me filch it?
Why, what's that to you?
If it not be of some purpose in court, give it to me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad when she laugheth.
Be not of no night.
I have use for it.
Go. Leave me. I will in Cassio's lodging lose this napkin. Trifles light as air are to the jealous confirmation, strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something yet. Moor already changes with my poison. Look where he comes. Not poppy, nor mandragora, nor all the flowery serpents of the world shall ever let him leave that sweet sleep which thou dost owe us yesterday.
False to me?
How now, my lord?
Oh, vaunt, begone, thou hast set me on the rack. I swear 'tis better to be much abused than but know it a little.
How now, my lord?
What sense had I of her stolen hours of lust? I saw it not, thought it not, it harmed not me. He that is robbed, not wanting what is stolen, let him not know it, and he's not robbed at all.
I'm sorry to hear this.
I had been happy if the general camp, pioneers and all, had tasted her sweet body, so I had nothing known. Oh, now forever. Farewell the tranquil mind, farewell content.
Is it possible, my lord?
Villain, be sure thou prove my love of whore. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof. Or by the worth of man's eternal soul, thou hast better been born a dog than answer my waked wrath.
Hast come to this?
Make me to see it or woe upon thy life.
Oh, heaven forgive me. Oh, monstrous world, take note, O world! To be direct and honest is not safe.
Nay, stay. Thou shouldst be honest.
I should be wise, for honesty's a fool that loses what it works for.
By heaven, I think my wife is honest, and I think she is not. I think that thou art just, and I think thou art not. I'll have some proof. Her name, that was as fresh as Diane's visage, is now as begrimed and black as mine own face. Would I were satisfied.
I see, sir. You are eaten up with passion. I do repent me that I put it to you, but you would be satisfied?
Would. Nay, I will.
And may, but how? How satisfied would you, the supervisor, grossly gape on, behold her topped?
Death and damnation. Oh.
It's impossible you should see these things. But if imputation and strong circumstances will give you satisfaction, you may have it.
Give me a living reason she's disloyal.
I do not like the office. But sith I am entered in this cause so far, pricked to it by foolish honesty and love, I will go on. I lay with Cassio lately. In sleep I heard him say, "Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary, let us hide our loves." And then, sir, he would gripe and wring my hand, cry, "Oh, sweet creature," and then kiss me hard, as if he plucked up kisses that grew upon the roots of my lips, and then laid his leg over my thigh, pulled inside, and kissed, cried, "Cursed fate that give thee to the Moor!"
Oh! Monstrous, monstrous!
Nay, this was but his dream.
But this denoted a foregone conclusion. 'Tis a shrewd doubt, though it be but a dream.
And this may help to thicken other proofs that do demonstrate thinly.
I will tear her all to pieces.
Nay, but be wise. You see nothing done. Tell me about this. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's
Oh,
hand?
I gave her such a one. 'Twas my first gift.
I know not that. But such a handkerchief, I'm sure 'twas your wife's, did I today see Cassio wipe his brow with.
If it be that, oh, that the slave had 40,000 lives. One is too weak, too poor for my revenge. Arise, black vengeance, from thy hollow cell.
Yet be content.
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
Patience, I say, your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago. Now, beyond marble heaven, in the due reverence of a sacred vow, I here engage my words.
Do not rise yet. Witness, you ever-burning lights above, witness that here Iago doth give up the execution of his hands, wit, heart, to wronged Othello's service. Let him command.
I greet thy love, and will upon the instant put thee to it. Within these 3 days, let me hear thee say that Cassio's not alive.
My friend is dead. 'Tis done at your request. But let Desdemona live.
Damn her, lewd minx, damn her. Come, go with me apart, I will withdraw.
I am your own forever.
handkerchief. I know not, madam. Believe me, I had rather have lost my purse, and what that my noble Moors, true of mind, and made of no such baseness as jealous creatures are, 'twere enough to put him to a thinking.
Is he not jealous?
Who, he?
Look where he comes.
I will not leave him now till Cassio be called. How goes it with you, my lord?
Well, my good lady. Oh, hardness to dissemble. How do you do, Desdemona?
Well, my good lord.
Give me thy hand. This hand is moist, my lady.
It hath yet felt no age, nor known no sorrow.
A liberal hand.
Come now, your promise.
What promise, lamb?
I have sent to bid Cassio come speak with you.
I have a salt and sorry room offends me. Lend me thy handkerchief.
Here, my lord.
That which I gave you.
I have it not about me.
Not.
No, indeed, my lord.
That is a fault. That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer and could almost read the thoughts of people. She told her, while she kept it, 'twould make her amiable and subdue my father entirely to his love. But if she lost it, or made gift of it, my father's eye should hold her loathed, and his spirit should hunt after new fancies. She, dying, gave it me, and bid me, when my fate should have me wife, to give it her. I did so, and take heed on it, to lose it, or give it away, were such a perdition as nothing else could match.
Is it possible?
It's true, there is magic in the web of it. The worms were hallowed that braid the silk.
Then would to God that I had never seen
Huh,
it.
wherefore?
Why do you speak so startlingly and rapt?
Is it lost? Is it gone? Speak, is it out of the way?
It is not lost. It is not lost. But what if it were?
How?
I say it is not lost.
Fetch it. Let me see it.
Why, so I can, sir, but I will not now. This is a trick to put me from my suit. Pray let Cassio be received again.
Fetch me the handkerchief, my mind misgives.
Come, you'll never meet a more sufficient.
The handkerchief.
A man that shared dangers.
The handkerchief.
In sooth, you are to
The handkerchief.
Pray talk me of Cassio.
Away.
Is not this man jealous? I never saw this before. Sure, there's some wonder in this handkerchief. I'm most unhappy with the loss of it.
'Tis not a year or two shows us a man. They are all but stomachs, and we are all but food, to eat us hungrily, and when they are full, they belch us. Cast on my heart. There is no other way, 'tis she must do it, and lo, the happiness. Go and importune her.
How goes it with you, good Cassio?
Madam, my former suit, I do beseech you I would not be delayed.
Alas, fair gentle Cassio, my avocation is not now in tune. You must awhile be patient. What I can do, I will, and indeed more I will than for myself I dare. Let that suffice you.
Is my lord angry? He went hence but now, and certainly in strange unquietness. Can he be angry? Something of the moment, then. I will go and meet him. There's matter in it indeed, if he be angry.
Prithee do so. Something sure, state.
Pray heaven it be state matters as you think, and no conception nor no jealous tones concerning you.
I never gave him cause.
Jealous souls would not be answered so. 'Tis a monster.
Heaven keep that monster from Othello's mind.
Lady among men.
I must seek him now.
I humbly thank your ladyship.
Save you, friend Cassio.
I was with you, most fair Bianca. In faith, sweet love, I was coming to your house.
And I was going to your lodging, Cassio. What, keep a week away? 7 days and nights?
Pardon me, Bianca, I have this time with leaden thoughts been pressed. Take me this workout.
Oh, Cassio, whence came this? This is some token from a newer friend? Is come to this? Well, well.
No, in good troth, Bianca.
Why, whose is it?
I know not, sweet, I found it in my chamber. I like the work well, ere it be demanded. As, like enough at will, I have it come. Take it, and do it, and leave me for this time.
Leave you, wherefore?
I do attend here on the general, think it no addition, nor my wish to have him see me a woman.
Why, I pray you?
Not that I love you not.
But that you do not love me, I pray you bring me on the way a little, and say if I shall see you soon tonight. Will you think so?
Think so, Iago?
What, to kiss in private?
An unauthorized kiss?
Or to be naked with her friends in bed, an hour or more, not meaning any harm.
Naked in bed, Iago, and not mean any harm? It's hypocrisy against the devil.
But if I give my wife a handkerchief,
What then?
why then 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers she may, I think, bestow it upon any man.
She is protectress of her honor, too. Need to give that.
Her honor is an essence that's not seen. They have it very often, have it not. But with a handkerchief,
By heaven, he had my
I
handkerchief.
felt that.
That's not so good now.
What, if I had said I had seen him do you wrong? Or heard him say,
Have he said anything?
he hath, my lord, but being well assured, no more than tell and swear.
What hath he said?
The faith that he did, I know not what he did.
What? What?
Lie.
With her.
With her, on her, what you will.
Lie with her? Lie on her? We would say lie on her if they belie her. Lie with her? That's foulsome. Handkerchief. Confessions. Handkerchief. To confess. To be hanged for his labor. First to be hanged, then to confess. It's possible. I tremble at it. Handkerchief. Confessions. Oh, devil!
Work on, my medicine, work. Thus credulous fools are caught. My lord, Othello!
What's the matter?
My lord has fallen into an epilepsy. 'Tis his second fit. He had one yesterday.
Bring him about the tempest.
No! Forbear! The lethargy must have his quiet course. If not, he foams at mouth and by and by breaks out to savage madness. Look, he stirs. Do you yourself withdraw a little. He will recover straight. When he is gone, I would on great occasion speak with you. How's it now, General? Have you not had your
Dost
head?
thou mock me?
I mock you, by heaven, no!
Did he confess it?
Whilst you were here, overwhelmed with your grief, the passion most unsuiting such a man. Cassio, come hither. I shift him away. Lay good excuse upon your ecstasy and bid him on return, for which you promised. Do but behave yourself, for I will make him tell the tale anew. Where, how oft, how long ago, and when he hath and is again to cope your wife. I say, to mark his gesture, Mary, patience, will you withdraw? Now question Cassio of Bianca, a housewife that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes. It is a creature that dotes on Cassio. He, when he hears her, cannot refrain from the excess of laughter. Look where he comes. As he shall smile, Othello shall go mad. How do you now, Lieutenant?
The worse, sir, not treat me to welcome. His want even kills me.
Why does Ramona well, and do you wash her on it? Now, if this suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speed?
Alas, poor kid.
Look how he laughs already.
I never knew a woman love man so.
I think, in faith, she loves me.
She gives it out that you shall marry, eh? Do you intend it?
I marry her. What a customer! Prithee bear some charity to my wit. Do not think it so unwholesome.
Iago beckons me. Now he begins his story.
She was here even now. She haunts me in every place. I was the other day talking on the shore bank with certain Venetians when thither comes the bauble, and by this hand it brings me thus about my neck.
Crying, oh dear Cassio, as it were, his gesture imports it.
She hangs and lolls and weeps upon me, so pulls and hails me.
Now he tells how she plucked into my chamber. Oh, I see that nose of yours, but not the dog I shall throw it to.
Well, I must leave her company.
Before me. Look, where she comes.
This is such another issue. Very unusual. What do you mean by this haunting of me?
Let the devil and his dam haunt you. What did you mean by this sand handkerchief you gave me even now? I was a fine fool to take it.
How now, Bianca, how now?
By heaven, that should be my handkerchief!
And you will come to supper tonight. You may. And you will not. Come when you are next prepared for. After her.
Faith, I must. She'll rail in the street, else.
Will you suffer?
Faith, I intend so.
Well, I may chance to see you. I would very fain speak with you.
Prithee, come, will you?
Say no more. Go to.
How shall I murder him, Iago?
Did you perceive how he laughed at his
Oh,
voice?
Iago!
Did you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Yours, by this hand. And to see how he prizes the foolish woman, your wife. She gave it him, and he hath given it to his whore.
I would have him 9 years a killing. A fine woman, a fair woman, a sweet woman.
Nay, you must forget that.
Aye, let her rot and perish and be damned tonight. For she shall not live, no. My heart is turned to stone, and I strike it, and it hurts my hand. Oh, the world hath not a sweeter creature. She might lie by an emperor's side and command him task.
Nay, that's not your way.
Yes, that's certain. But yet the pity of it, Iago. Oh, Iago, the pity of it, Iago.
You are so fond over her iniquity, give her some patent to offend. For if it touched on you, it come near nobody.
I will chop her into messes. Deceive me.
Oh, 'tis foul in her.
With mine officer.
That's fouler.
Give me some poison, Iago. This night I'll not expostulate with her, lest her body and beauty unprovided my mind again. This night, Iago.
Do it not with poison, but strangle her in bed. Even the very bed she hath contaminated.
Good, good. The justice of it pleases.
And
Very good.
for Cassio, let me be his undertaker. You shall know more by midnight.
Excellent, good.
Something from Venice, sure. 'Tis Lodovicio, come from the Duke, and Caesar, your wife, is with him. Save you, worthy general.
With all my heart, sir.
The Duke and the senators of Venice greet you.
I kiss the instruments of their pleasures.
What's the news that come over? I am very glad to see you, Senor. Welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Lives, sir.
Cousin, there's fallen between him and my lord an unkind breach. But you shall make all right.
Are you sure of that?
My lord.
Tell you not.
He did not call. He's busy in the paper. Their division twixt my lord and Cassio, a most unhappy one. I would do much to atone them for the love I bear to Cassio.
Fire and brimstone!
What is he angry?
Maybe the letter moved him, for, as I think, they do command him home, keeping Cassio in his government.
Believe me, I'm glad on it.
Indeed, devil!
I did not deserve this.
My lord, this would not be believed in Venice. Make her amends.
Oh.
She weeps.
Devil! Devil! If that the world could teem with woman's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight.
I will not stay to offend you.
Truly an obedient lady. I do beseech your lordship, call her back.
Mistress!
My lord?
What would you with her, sir?
Who, I, my lord?
Aye. Was you that wish I make her turn? Well, sir, she can turn, and yet go on and turn again. And she can weep, sir, weep, concerning this. Oh, well-painted passion! I am commanded home, I'll send for you anon. I obey the mandate and will return to Venice. Hence avaunt! Cassio shall have my place, and sir, I do entreat tonight we may sup together. You're welcome, sir, to Cyprus. Goats and monkeys!
What, strike his wife? Faith, that was not so loud. But I knew that stroke would prove the worst.
Is it his use? Or did the letters work upon his blood and you create this fault?
Alas, is not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known. You shall observe him. Mark how he continues.
I am sorry that I am deceived in him.
You have seen nothing then?
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, you have seen her and Cassio together.
But then I saw no harm, and heard each syllable of breath made up between them.
What, did they never whisper?
Never, my lord.
Nor send you out of the way?
Never.
To fetch her fan, her gloves, her mask? Nor anything?
Never, my lord.
Well, that's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager she is honest. Lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove your thought. It doth abuse your bosom. For if she not be honest, chaste, and true, there's no man happy. The purest of their wives is foul as slander.
Bid her come hither. Go. She says enough, but yet this is a simple woman who cannot say as much. This is a subtle whore, and yet she'll kneel and pray. I've seen her do it.
What is your will, my lord?
Pray, lamb, come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Look into my face, look into your eyes.
What horrible fancy is this?
Some of your function, mistress. Leave lovers alone and shut the doors. Crier cop pen if anybody come. Dispatch.
Upon my knees, what doth your speech import? I understand a fury in your words, but not the words.
Why? What art thou?
Your wife, my lord. Your true and loyal wife.
Come, swear it. Damn thyself, swear thou art honest.
Heaven doth truly
Heaven
know it.
truly knows that thou art false as hell.
To whom? With whom? How am I false?
Oh, Desdemona. Away, away, away.
Alas, the heavy day. Why do you weep? Am I the motive of these tears? I hope my noble lord esteems me honest.
Oh, aye. As summer flies are in the shambles that quicken even with blowing. Oh, thou weed, who art so lovely, fair, and smell so sweet that the sense aches at thee. Would thou hast never been born.
Alas, what ignorant sin have I committed?
What's this fair paper, this most godly book, made to write whore upon?
My heaven, you do me wrong.
What, are you not a strumpet?
No, as I am a Christian.
Not a whore?
No, as I shall be saved.
It's possible.
Heaven forgive us.
I cry you mercy then. You, mistress, you, we've done our course, there's money for your pains. I pray you turn the key and keep our counsel.
How do you, madam? How do you, my good lady? Faith, have a sleep. Madam, what's the matter with my lord? With whom? Why, with my lord, madam. Who is thy lord? He that is yours, sweet lady. I have none. Do not talk to me, Amelia. I cannot weep nor answer have I none. Prithee, tonight, lay on my bed my wedding sheets. Remember, and call thy husband here. Here's a change indeed. 'Tis meet I should think so. Very meet. How have I been behaved that he might stick the smallest opinion on my least misuse?
What is your pleasure, madam?
What's the matter, fair lady? Alas, Iago, my lord hath so behorred her, thrown such despite and heavy terms upon her as true hearts cannot bear. Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
Such as she says my lord did say I was. He called her whore.
Why did he so?
I do not know. I'm sure I am none so.
Do not weep. Do not weep. Alas, the day.
Ah, she forsook so many noble matches, her father, her country, and her friends, to be called whore. Would it not make one me? It is my wretched fortune.
Beshrew him for it. How comes this trick upon him?
I do not know. I am sure I never gave him cause. I will be hanged if some eternal villain, to get some office, have not devised this slander. I'll be hanged else.
Why, there is no such man. It's impossible.
If any man such there be, heaven pardon him.
A noose pardon him, and hell gnaw his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? The Moor's abused by some most villainous knave. Oh, fie upon me! Some such squire he was that turned your wit the seamy side without, and made you to suspect me the more.
You are a fool. Go to.
Spare my will to trespass against his love. Comfort forswear me. Unkindness may do much, and his unkindness may indeed defeat my life, but never taint my love. I cannot say, or it doth abhor me now I speak the word. To do the act that might the addition earn, not the world's massive vanity could make me.
I pray you, be content. 'Tis humor. The business of the state does him offense, and he does chide with you.
If it were no other.
'Tis but so. I warrant. Hark, how these instruments summon to supper. Go in, and weep not. All shall be well. How do you now, Rodrigo?
I do not mind that thou dealest justly with me, Iago.
What's in the contrary?
Every day thou trickst me with some device. I will indeed no longer endure it.
Will you hear me, Rodrigo?
Faith, I have heard too much, for your words and performances are no kin together.
You charge me most unjustly.
With not for truth, I have wasted myself out of my means. The jewels you have had for me to deliver to Desdemona would have corrupted a nun. You have told me she has received them and returned to me certain expectations of respect and acquaintance. But I find none.
Well, go to. Very well.
I tell you, 'tis not very well. If Desdemona will return to me my jewels, I will give over my suit and repent my unlawful solicitation. But if not, assure yourself, I will seek satisfaction of you.
You have said now.
Aye, and said nothing but what I protest intendment of doing.
Rodrigo, give me thy hand. Thou hast taken against me a most just exception. Yet I protest I have dealt most directly in thy affair.
It hath not appeared.
Rodrigo, if thou hast that in thee indeed, which I have greater reason to believe now than ever, I mean purpose, courage, and valor, this night show it. If thou the next night following enjoy not Desdemona, take me from this world.
What is it? Is it within reason and compass?
Sir, there is a special commute come from Venice to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
Is that true? Or that Othello and Desdemona return again to Venice?
No. He goes into Martiana and takes away with him the fair Desdemona. Unless his abode be lingered here by the, removing of Cassio.
How do you mean, removing of him?
Why, by making him uncapable of Othello's place. Knocking out his brains.
And that you would have me do.
Come, instead of amazed by it, but go along with me. I will show you such a necessity in his death that you shall think yourself bound to put it on him.
I will hear further reason for this.
And you shall be satisfied.
Get you to bed on the instant. I will be returned forthwith. Dismiss your attendant there. Look it be done.
I will, my lord.
How goes it now? He looks gentler than he did.
He says he will return in content. He hath commanded me go to bed, and I will to dismiss you.
Would you had never seen him?
So would not I. My love does so approve him that even his stubbornness, his checks and frowns, do have grace and favor in them.
I have laid those sheets you bade me on bed.
Good faith. All's one. Amelia, if I do die before thee, prithee, shroud me in one of those same sheets.
Come, you top.
My mother had a maid called Barbara. She was in love, and he she loved proved mad and did forsake her. That song tonight shall not leave my mind. The poor soul sat sighing by a sycamore tree.
Sing all the green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee. Sing willow, willow, willow. The soft streams ran by her and murmured her moans. Sing willow, willow, willow. Her salt tears fell from her and softened the stones. Sing willow, willow, willow. Let no one blame him, his scorn I approve. His scorn I...
Hey, that's not next. Hark, who is it that knocks? It's the wind.
Sing all the green willow must be my garland. Sing willow, willow, willow.
So good night. Get you gone. And eyes to itch. Took that potent thing. 'Tis neither here nor there. I've heard it said so. Ah, these men. These men. Tell me, Amelia, dost thou in conscience think there be men to abuse, there be women to abuse their husbands in such gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
The world's a huge thing. It is a great price for a small vice. In troth, I think thou wouldst not. In troth, I think I would, and undo it when I have done. Mary, I would not do such a thing for a ring, nor for measures of lawn, nor for a gown, but for the whole world. Why, who would not make her husband a cuckold to make him a monarch? I should venture purgatory for it.
Beshrew me if I could do such a wrong. I do not think there is any such woman.
Yes, a dozen, but I do think it is their husband's fault. If wives do fall, say they slack their duties, or pour our treasures into foreign laps, else breaking out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us, or say they strike us, why, we have gulls, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell and have their palates both for sweet and sour as husbands have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. Is it frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have we not desires for sport, affections, and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well, else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us.
Good night. Heaven me such useless sin, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad men.
Here, stand behind this bulk. Straight will he come, where thy good rapier bear and put it home.
Be here, Karen. My baby's carrying it.
Here, at thy hand. Be bold, and take thy stand. I have loved this young buck almost to the sense, and he grows angry. Now, whether kill Cassio, or Cassio him, or each do kill the other, every way makes my game.
See it. I know why he's kicked. Villain! Thou diest! Ah! Oh!
I am slain.
Oh, I am made forever. How about murder!
That I am.
Light, a surgeon. What, oh, no watch, no passage. Murder!
'Tis by summer's chance the cry is very dire.
Oh! Wretched villain!
Here one comes with his shirt wearing a light.
Whose
weapon?
noise is this? What noise is this that points on murder? We do not know. Did you not hear a cry?
Here, for heaven's sake, help me!
What's the matter?
This is Othello's ancientest, I take it.
The same indeed, a very valiant fellow. What do you hear that cries so grievously?
Iago? Oh, I am spoiled, undone by villains.
Oh, me, Lieutenant, what villains have done this?
I think that one of them is here about and cannot make way.
Treacherous villains. What are you there? Come in and give some help.
Help me here.
That's one of them.
Oh, damn slave! Oh, treacherous villain! Kill men in the dark? Where be these bloody thieves? How silent is this town! Oh, murder! Murder! What will you be? Are you a good or evil? As you shall prove us, praise us. Oh, Cassio, sir, and cry you mercy. Here's Cassio hurt by villains.
Cassio?
How is it, brother?
My leg is cut in two.
Like, gentlemen, I'll bind it with my bandage.
I have come to find you. I've come thus to seek you.
Lend me a garter, for a chair to bear him easily hence. Come, lend me a light. Know we this space, or no? Alas, my friend and my dear countryman, Rodrigo. No. Yes. Oh, heaven, Rodrigo.
What? A Venice?
He, sir. Did you know him?
Know him I.
He, 'tis he.
Some good man. Bear him carefully hence. He that lies slain here, Cassio, was my dear friend. What malice was between you?
None in the world. Nor do I know the man.
What? Look, you pale. Oh, bear him out the air.
Lass, what's the matter? What's the matter, husband?
Cassio hath here been set on in the dark by Rodrigo, the fellows that escaped. He's almost slain, and Rodrigo dead. Kind gentlemen, let's go see poor Cassio dressed. Amelia, run you to the citadel and tell my lord and lady what hath happened. Will you go on? I pray! This is the night that either makes me, or foredoes me quite.
is the cause. It is the cause, my soul. Lament to you, chaste stars. It is the cause. Yet, I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin of hers than snow, and smooth as monumental alabaster. Yet she must die, else she'll betray more men. I'll put out the light, and then put out the light. If I quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can again thy former light restore, should I repent me. But once put out thy light, thou cunningst pattern of excellent nature, I know not where is that Promethean heat that can thy light relume. When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it by the growth again. It must needs wither. I'll smell it on the tree. Oh, long breath, that dost almost persuade justice to break her sword. One more, one more. Be thus when thou art dead, and I shall kill thee and love thee after. One more, and this the last. Oh, so sweet was ne'er so fatal. I must weep, but these are cruel tears. This sorrow's heavenly, it strikes where it doth love. She wakes.
Who's there? Othello?
Aye, Desdemona.
Will you come to bed, my lord?
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona?
Aye, my lord.
If you bethink yourself of any crime, unreconciled as yet to heaven and grace, solicit for it straight.
What do you mean by that?
Well, do it, and be brief, I will walk by. I would not kill thy unprepared spirit. No, heaven forfend, I would not kill thy soul.
Talk you of killing.
I do.
If you say so, I hope you will not kill me.
Think on thy sins.
They are loves I bear to
Aye, and for that thou diest.
you. That death's unnatural that kills for loving. These are portents, but yet I hope they do not point on you.
Peace, and be still.
I will so. What's the matter?
That handkerchief, which I so loved and gave thee, thou gavest to Cassio.
No, by my life and soul.
Sweet soul, take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
I have not yet to die.
Yes, presently. Therefore confess thee freely of thy sin.
Heaven have mercy on me.
I say amen.
And you have mercy too. I never did offend you in my life. Never loved Cassio.
By heaven, I saw my handkerchief in his hand. Oh, perjured woman, thou dost stone my heart. I saw the handkerchief.
He found it then. I never gave it to him. Send for the man hither. Ask him. Let him confess the truth.
He hath confessed
What, my lord?
that he hath used thee.
How? Unlawfully?
I
He will not say so.
No. His mouth is stopped. Honest Iago hath ta'en order for it.
Alas. He is betrayed and I undone.
Out, strumpet! Weepst thou for him to my face? Ah!
Oh, banish me, my lord, but kill me not.
Down, strumpet!
Kill me tomorrow. Let me live tonight.
Nay, if you strive.
But half an hour.
Being done, there is no pause.
While I say one prayer
murder!
It's too late.
My lord, come home, my lord, my lord!
What noise is this? Not dead. Not yet quite dead. I that am cruel and yet merciful, I would not have thee linger in thy pain. So.
But home, my lord!
Who's there?
Oh, good, my lord, I would speak a word with you.
'Tis Amelia. By and by, she's dead. 'Tis like she comes to speak of Cassio's death. No more moving. Still as the grave. Should she come in? Were it good? I think she stirs again! Oh. What's best to do? If she come in, she'll sure speak to my wife. My wife? My wife! I have no wife! Oh, insupportable. Oh, heavy hour. Methinks it should now be a huge eclipse of sun and moon, and that the affrighted globe should yawn at alteration.
I do beseech you that I may speak a word with you, oh good my lord!
I had forgot thee. Come in, Amelia, soft by and by. Where art thou? What's the matter with thee now?
Oh my good lord, yonder spell murder's done.
What now?
But now, my lord, Cassio hath killed a young Venetian called Rodrigo.
Rodrigo killed. And Cassio killed.
No, Cassio is not killed.
Not Cassio killed? Then murder's out of tune, and sweet revenge grows harsh.
Falsely murdered. Alas, what cries?
That? What?
Alas, that was my sweet lady's voice. Oh, sweet Desdemona, sweet mistress, speak.
A guiltless death I died.
Who hath done this deed?
Nobody. I myself. Farewell. Commend me to my kind lord. Farewell.
You heard her say herself, it was not I.
She said so, and I can report the truth.
She's like a liar gone to burning hell. 'Twas I that killed her.
Oh, the poor angel she, and you the blacker devil.
She turned to folly and was a whore.
Thou dost belie her, and thou art a devil.
Cassio did top her. Ask thy husband else.
My husband?
Thy husband.
She was false to wedlock.
I, with Cassio.
My husband.
I. 'Twas he that first told me. An honest man he is. And hates the slime that sticks on filthy deeds.
Oh, mistress, villainy hath made box with love. My husband say that she was false.
He, woman, I say thy husband, dost understand the word? My friend, thy husband, honest Iago.
If he say so, he lies to the heart. She was too fond of her most filthy bargain.
Yes, you were best.
Thou hast not half the power to do me harm as I have to be hurt. O Gull, O dolt, I'll make thee known. The Moor hath killed my mistress! Murder! Murder!
What is the matter? How now, General?
What's the matter? Disprove this villain if thou beest a man. He says thou toldest him his wife was false. I know thou didst not. Thou art not a villain. Speak, for my heart is full.
I told him what I thought, and told no more than what he himself found was apt and true.
But did you ever tell him she was false?
I did.
Upon my soul, a lie, a wicked lie! She false with Cassio. Did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress, go to, charm your tongue.
I will not charm my tongue. I am bound to speak. set the murder
Nay, stay not, masters, it is true indeed.
Tis a strange truth.
A monstrous act.
What are you mad? I charge you against you home.
Good gentlemen, let me have leave to speak. Perchance, Iago, I will never go home. Nay, lay thee down and roar, for thou hast killed the sweetest innocent that e'er did lift up eye.
No! She was foul!
Poor Desdemona, I am glad thy mother is dead. Thy match was mortal to her. If she were here now, it would make her do a desperate turn.
Yes, it is pitiful. But yet, Iago knows that she with Cassio had the act of shame 1,000 times committed. Cassio did confess it, and she did gratify his amorous works with that recognizance and pledge of love which I first gave her. It was a handkerchief, an antique token my father gave my mother.
Oh, heavenly powers, twirl out, twirl out.
Be wise and get you home.
I will not! Fie, your knife upon a woman!
Oh, thou no more. The handkerchief thou speakest of, I did find and did give my husband, for often with a solemn earnestness he begged of me to steal it.
Villainous whore!
She gave it to Cassio, no less, I found it, and did give my husband.
Filth, thou liest!
I do not just...
Are there no stones in heaven but what serve for the thunder? Precious villain!
She has fallen. He hath killed his wife.
Oh, lay me by my mistress' side.
Come, guard the door with that. I'll after the same villain, for 'tis a damned slave.
What did thy song bode, lady? Hark, canst thou hear me? I will play the swan and die in music. Willow, willow, willow. She loved thee, cruel Moor. As speaking as I think, I die, I die.
I have another weapon in my chamber. Oh, here it is. Uncle, I must come forth.
If thou attempt it, it will cost thee dear. Thou hast no weapon, and perforce must suffer.
Look in upon me and then speak to me. For naked as I am, I will assault thee.
What's the matter?
Behold, I have a weapon. Be not afraid though you do see me weaponed. Here is my journey's end. Oh, now. How dost thou look now? Oh, thou starred wench, pale as thy smock. When we shall meet at combat, this look of thine will hurl my soul from heaven, and fiends will snatch at it. Cold, cold, my girl, even like thy chastity. Oh, cursed slave! Whip me, ye devils, from the possession of this heavenly sight! Oh. Desdemona. Desdemona. Dead. If that thou beast a devil, I cannot kill thee!
I plead, sir, but not killed.
I'm not sorry neither. I'd have thee live, for in my sense 'tis happiness to die.
Thou Othello, thou wert once so good. What shall be said to thee?
Why, anything. An honorable murderer, if you will. For naught I did in hate, but in all honor.
This wretch hath part confessed his villainy. Did you and he consent in Cassio's death?
Aye.
Dear General, I never gave you cause.
I do believe you, and I ask your pardon. Will you, I pray, demand that demi-devil why he hath thus ensnared my soul and body?
Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth, never will I speak word.
What, not to pray?
Torments will ope your lips!
Well, thou dost best. How came you, Cassio, by that handkerchief that was my wife's?
I found it in my chamber. And he hath confessed but even now that he dropped it for a special purpose, which wrought to his desire.
Oh, fool! Fool! Fool!
You must forsake this room and go with us, for your power and your command is taken off, and Cassio rules in Cyprus. But this slave, if there be any cunning quality that can torment him much and hold him long, it shall be his. You shall close prisoner rest to let the nature of your faults be known to the Venetian state. Come, bring him away.
Speak of me as I am, nothing extenuate, nor set down aught in malice. Then you should speak of one who loved not wisely, but too well. Of one not easily jealous, but being wrought, perplexed in the extreme. Of one whose hand, like the base Indian, threw away a pearl greater than all his tribe. Of one whose subdued eyes let drop tears as fast as Arabian trees their medicinal gum. Set you down this, and say besides in Aleppo once, where a malignant and turbaned Turk beat a Venetian and transduced the state, I took by the throat the circumcised dog and smote him thus. I kissed thee ere I killed thee. No way but this. Killing myself to die on a kiss.
This did I fear. I thought he had no weapon. He was great at heart.
O Spartan dog, more fell than anguish, hunger, or the sea. Look upon the tragic loading of this bed. This is thy work, the object of poison's sight. Let it be hid. Graciano, keep the house, and seize upon the fortunes of the Moor, for they succeed on you. To you, Lord Governor, remains the center of this hellish villain, the time, the place, the torture. Oh, enforce it. Myself will straight aboard, and to the state this heavy act with heavy heart relate.